Hello there, thank you for joining me for today's practice. My name's Paula. Today is a prenatal sequence for the upper body, and so we're going to start standing, and we'll need a strap for today's practice. If you don't have a strap, then just have a scarf, something kind of long, a belt maybe, that you can hold on to just for the beginning. And if you have any cushions or a blanket, please have those nearby as well, just for when we come down into our Savasana, into our seated position. So let's make a start. Make sure you feel comfortable. And we're going to come into our Tadasana, but we're going to be in our wider Tadasana. And we're just always making plenty of space for belly and baby. So feet parallel, and you might be a little bit wider or you might be a bit more narrow. It just depends on how much space you feel like you need. And we're going to bring the palms of the hands into your prayer position. Take some time just to settle into your position. And find a steady spot for the eyes. And so you don't want to drop your head down, but you want to have the eyes just slightly down a couple of meters in front of you, keeping the back of the neck long. And if you feel like your balance is okay, you might want to close down your eyes. Just see how you are today. Feeling the weight down into your feet. You might notice just that slight shifting forward and back, and sometimes side to side. Feeling the tailbone drop down and length along the entire spinal column. Energy up and out through the crown of the head. Easy breathing. Being mindful here not to lock out your knees, so you might need a micro bend through the knees, a tiny little bend. Now let's start to lengthen into your breathing, in and out through the nose, so slowing down the inhale and slowing down the exhale. And just continue working with that, inhaling through the nose. And exhaling through the nose. Let's open up the eyes, releasing the arms down by your side, bending through the knees, sweep the arms out to the side, so knees tracking straight over those second toes as well. Arms up to the side, inhale, take the arms all the way up, palms, hands come together at the top, look to the thumbs and draw the hands down through the center line. Once again, bend through those knees, take the arms out to the side, inhale, reach the arms up, straightening the legs, look up, exhale, bring the hands back down through your prayer. One more time like that, bend through the knees, sweep the arms up, inhale, palms, hands together, exhale, bring the hands down through the center line. Keep bending the knees, and then let's take the hands to the thighs and tilt the torso forward here. And we're going to take a variation of a cat-cow here. So fingers pointing out, and then we're going to take an arch, lift the eyes, lift the sternum, inhale. As you exhale, turn the fingers inwards and draw the upper body in and up, tucking the chin in. And then again, inhale, sweep the hands outwards, lift the sternum, lift the eyes. Exhale, go the other way. Sternum drawing in, chin drawing in, and then again, inhale and exhaling. One more time, inhale and exhale. And then let's release back to neutral and coming back upright. Pick up your strap or your scarf. Come back into your Tadasana position. And hold your strap. It might be just a little bit wider than shoulder height, shoulder width, or it might be a lot wider. We'll just see how you go as we start to move. So bring those arms down by your thighs to begin with. Take an inhale, bring the arms up above the head. And as you exhale, we're going to start to bring those hands back behind you, just until you feel a point of resistance. You want to try to avoid that tilting of the pelvis and flaring the ribs. Keep the tailbone dropping down. Think about reaching those hands back without the lower ribs popping forward. Find the breath. Take an inhale, and then we're going to exhale, come back down. Then again, coming up, inhaling, and then exhale. Once again, taking those arms a bit further back behind you. Keep dropping that tailbone down, finding that point of resistance, and then just breathing there. Taking one more inhale, and then as you exhale, let's bring those arms forward and down once again. And again, inhale, reach the arms up. You might be able to narrow your width now. And as you exhale, start to take those arms a little bit further back. Just one more time, we're going to hold. And those reminders just to let those lower ribs drop in, tailbone dropping down, and breathing. Muscles at the base of the neck relaxing away from the ears. One more inhale. And then exhaling. Now we're going to keep going, but we're going to move through, and you might need to just widen as we kind of take it up and over. So we're going to go inhale to come up. And then as you exhale, we're going to try to circle all the way back. And if it's just too much, don't worry about it. If you can, you're going to just let your hands separate a little bit so you can circle all the way back and down. And we're going to come back up again. Inhale. And then exhaling. You want to keep your strap taut. Inhale, coming up. And then exhaling. Tailbone dropping down as you bring the arms back behind you. And again, inhale, coming up. Exhale to bring the arms down. We'll go one more time. Inhaling. And then exhaling. Inhale to come up and just hold it up towards the ceiling. And now we're going to take a step out to the side. So take an inhale. As you exhale, step that left foot slightly behind you onto the ball of the foot, and then take a tilt, side tilt towards the right. You're going to pull that right hand down and then inhale back to center. Right foot steps behind onto the ball, side bend to the left, pull that left hand down. Inhale through center, exhale. So this is a curtsy action. Inhaling and exhale. Inhaling and exhale. And again. To the left. Center. One more time to the right, and we're going to hold it here for a couple of breaths. You can tilt the eyes slightly down. Find your breath. And then inhale, come back through center. And then over to the left, holding it here. And come back through center. And let's release that down. Pop your strap off to the side, and let's just give the shoulders a few circles. Forward, up and back. Forward, up and back. Coming to the top of your mat, standing in your Tadasana, feet nice and wide, as a bit wider than the hips, arms down by your side. Sweep the arms up, take an inhale, looking to the thumbs, and then exhale, forward fold, soften through the knees as much as you need to here. Let the head relax down. Take an inhale into your halfway lift. Fingertips can stay down, you can bring your hands onto your shins or your thighs, and then exhale to fold. Bend the knees and step back into down dog. Just for a moment. Again, feet as wide as they need to be. Try to keep them parallel. Pressing down through the inner edges of the hands. Steady gaze with the eyes. Coming down into your tabletop position, spreading through the fingers, knees underneath the hips, and taking a few cat-cows, so releasing the belly down, lifting the tailbone, lifting the sternum up. Inhale. Exhale to C-curve through the spine. Press the middle part of the spine up towards the ceiling, chin tucking in, and then inhale, go the other way, and exhale. One more time, inhaling and exhaling. And then coming back into your neutral spine. We're going to move into our happy puppy. Make sure you've got enough space to go forward. Keep your hips over your knees and start to walk your hands forward. And for you, you might stay a little bit more upright. If you can, you might be able to pop your forehead all the way down. Keep the shin bones on the mat. Find your breath. Armpits wrapping in to face one another, and at the same time trying to keep that stability. You might allow your sternum to sink a little bit further down towards the mat. One more full breath. And then starting to walk your hands back upright. Open your knees nice and wide, big toes together, sitting back into your child's pose. Either staying a bit more upright if you need to be, or if you can, popping your forehead back down and just keeping the arms nice and relaxed. You could make a little diamond shape with your index finger and thumbs lightly touching. Allowing the hips to be heavy. Easy breathing. And then let's walk the hands back towards you so you can come up. And then knees together, sitting over to one side. And we're going to come into a cross-legged position. If you do have a blanket or a cushion, you might want to sit yourself up a little bit higher. Just gives you a little bit more space in your hips and your lower back. And I'll mirror you. So let's start with the right leg in front. And just take a little moment in your seated position here. Arms by your side, taking an inhale. As you exhale, take that right hand away, placing the hand down, and take that left arm up and over, coming into your side bend, dropping that left sitting bone down, maybe turning the eyes to look up towards the ceiling. So releasing that right shoulder away from the ear. Just taking one more inhale. And then as you exhale, turn the head back to center, and then let's release the head down and bring that top arm down on the diagonal. And we'll just take a little stretch for that left side of the neck for a moment. And then on the next in-breath, letting the head trail behind as you come back upright, staying upright, dropping that left ear down to the left shoulder and taking that left arm or hand up on top of the head, just behind the ear. And then we're just going to let that right arm extend away, palm facing forward. Just taking a stretch for the neck here. You can take little golf ball sized circles with that extended arm. And then reverse. And then let's wrap that right arm behind the back. Just allow the weight of that top hand to relax the head down Tip of the right shoulder drawing away from the right ear. Feeling free to close the eyes. Two more full breaths. And then let's release that top hand, bring the head back up, releasing those arms. Give the shoulders a few circles out. And change the direction of the circle. And release those arms down. Bring the arms up to shoulder height, and then bringing the right arm underneath and the left arm on top, wrapping the arms around, coming into your Gomukhasana arms, letting the shoulders drop down. And then from here, you might be able to spread into the palms of the hands, and if you can, you might lightly touch that right thumb in between the eyebrows, and just closing down the eyes. Easy breathing. And then let's release the arms down. And we're going to swap the legs around. So take that left leg in front now. Hands down by your side. Take an inhale. As you exhale, taking that left hand away from you, palm down, right arm up and over, dropping that left shoulder away from the ear. Maybe the eyes looking up. Pressing down through that right sitting bone now. Taking one more inhale. As you exhale, turn the head back to look back to center, and then releasing that right arm down and letting the head relax down. Torso stays where it is. You're just pointing through the right fingers. You're feeling that stretch along the right side of the neck. And then on the next inhale, just letting the head trail behind as you come back upright, letting the right ear drop down to the right shoulder. And then taking that right hand up and over, just slightly behind the ear, just allowing the weight of the hand to relax the head. Take that left hand away from the body, palm facing forward. And then little golf ball size circles. Changing the direction of the circle. And then let's wrap that left arm behind the back. Just feeling free to close the eyes. Weight of that top hand gently relaxing the head down. Tip of the left shoulder moving away from the left ear. Last couple of breaths. Releasing that top hand, releasing the back arm and bringing the head back to center. Once again, just a couple of circles. Forward, up and back. And then reversing. Finishing that off, take the arms up to shoulder height, bring the left arm underneath, right arm on top, and then wrapping the arms around, coming into your eagle arms. Once again, allowing the shoulders to drop away from the ears, just lifting those elbows slightly, and if you can, spreading into the palms, maybe the tip of the right thumb, actually it'll be your left thumb, tip of the left thumb, just slightly touching in between the eyebrows. Now you're closing down the eyes. And then let's release that, opening up the eyes, coming off your blanket, and we'll get ready for our Savasana. So you could use your blanket as a cushion for your head, or you could use it for the leg that's going to come in front of you. You want a little bit of support in front of you when you're lying down on your side, and we're going to lie down on the left side. So taking that left arm long, if you're not using a cushion, and then popping that right leg in front. Just taking a little bit of time, make sure you feel comfortable, closing down the eyes. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. 2 more like that. Deep breath in. Exhaling out. Last one. Inhaling. Exhaling. Just allowing your breath to settle back into its natural rhythm. Just noticing any difference from the beginning of the class to now. And allowing yourself to completely let go. Just resting here for the next few minutes. Please feel free to stay resting here for as long as you would like to. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next time. Namaste.